Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, my name is Yashika Turner, and on this channel, I create videos for new and aspiring Canadian immigrants who are looking to migrate here, creating your own success story here in Canada. I help you to succeed from the beginning, hitting the bottom up. The weather is better. Finally, spring is here. Look at it, sunshine, birds are chirping. I feel so alive being outside, so refreshing. Different from the winter days filming inside. Now I finally get a chance to be outside. Now, with that said, in today's video, I'll be discussing some type of people who should not come to Canada. Don't bother come. I know you're thinking of coming. You're doing your research, thinking of different ways of moving here to Canada. But let me tell you something. There are a lot of people who come to Canada and just live in survival mode, not thriving because of their character. So I'm going to tell you the types of people who will just come and survive, not thrive, just survive, so you can make your own decision. Number one, if you are a type of person who succeed based on who you know people in high places, and that brings up your success level, then this will not work for you, because when you come to Canada, nobody know you. You have to hit the bottom, hit the ground running from the beginning. Because when you're in Jamaica, you are that go-to person. That person who everybody know in the community, everybody know in the neighborhood, everybody know at the workplace, that you are that connector, because you help people to connect, to get things done, that type of person, that grandfather person where everybody call up the things. You are the big thing, you are the big deal in your community. Well, as I said, when you come to Canada, nobody don't know you. So you have to go start from the bottom up. So if you can't deal with that, then you decide, you make the decision. Because living in Canada, you won't be able to climb the success ladder because of links and network. You will have to climb it on your own. Based on your experience, your education, and your take time climb the ladder. Not by links, not by networking, just by you doing your thing. There is no bypass, there is no shortcut to anything. You have to go. You can't cut no line, you have to join the line. Right? Jamaica, you're going to the bank line, you just call up your bank manager or your bank friend and then just signal if you come around at this. It don't work so in Canada. If you go somewhere you see a long line, you have to line up. There's no linkage, no bypass, nothing at all here in Canada. Number two, if you know that you are a lazy person, you like to be spoon fed, you feel say go spoon, born, you born. Where you go again? You feel say you're born to go spoon in your mouth? Well, let me tell you something. When you come to Canada, you have to fend for your own self. You have to go out there, you have to work, whether it's rain or snow, you have to put on your clothes and you have to drive to work. Sometimes you even have to wake up and shovel. If it's during the winter and it's snowing, you have to get up, shovel that driveway, and take your time and drive to work. So your laziness is not a good character for an immigrant here in Canada. So you think about that one. Because guess what? There's no gold spoon or silver platter waiting here in Canada for you. You hear me tell you? Success will not find you. You have to get up and go find your own success. Create your own success. Define what is success to you. What does success look like to you? And you create your plan of getting there to that success level. If you come and you sit down with your hand full like this and you wait for people give you offer your job, if you wait for somebody gonna write your resume, if you wait for somebody gonna find an accommodation for you live, you go sit down and wait forever. Because nobody now come and say, come, let me give you a job. Come, let me help you get an apartment. No, you have to do it for yourself. So if you're lazy and you think you're born to go spoon in your mouth, think twice before you come to Canada. Number three, if you are a person who have a big ego and you can't creep before you walk, you just want to come to Canada, land big, start with big house, big car, Yeah, our next guest coming for you. When you come to Canada, you have to humble yourself. You have to learn to take baby steps. You have to learn to creep before you walk. Remember, you're starting life all over again. You're hitting the restart button. So you can't just jump and hop on and things there. When I try to ride a bicycle, yes, remember, everything is a process. Learning to walk is a process. Learning to ride a bike is a process. So if you think that you come to Canada and you know it all and you jump and you just start do things without getting the education, getting the knowledge, asking questions, then your wings are going to clip and you're going to drop down when you start fly high, fly too high, start ride too high. You have to drop that ego, learn to creep before you walk. I see a lot of people come on because of this big ego, they compromise their credit, they go, and I always say you follow the Joneses, people who they are 10, 15, 20 years, you just come in at the first year, you try and you follow them. Use up a credit card, use up line of credit, and then you know what happened? You end up in bankruptcy. And when you end up in bankruptcy, boom, you drop. You have to start all over again. Number 4, if you are a person who will not be willing to accept changes, turn your yard. You come to Rome, you have to do what the Romans do. Canada is a very multicultural country. You have different races, different gender, you have all different beliefs, different culture, different norms that will be different from your own norms and values. So if you come, especially in the workplace setting, and you feel say you cannot deal with certain type of people because of their gender, their race, their religion, you are prejudiced towards these people, you have to end up in a trouble because there are laws and there's freedom speech, freedom rights. So if you are going to judge people based on the way they look, based on the way they talk, based on the way their sex identity, you have another guest coming. People, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You're going to get yourself in a problem. So if you're arrogant and you're dark, especially when it comes down to this gender identity thing in Canada, you see the people them dress up and look a certain way, and you look on them a certain way, you'll get yourself in a problem because Canada is all about freedom. People have them human rights, freedom to do anything they want to do. So if you come and you can't fall into that, when I say you have to change your own values, no, I'm not saying that, or your norms from what you're used to, but you have to adjust and embrace the changes that you see around you. If you're in the work setting and you see somebody, here there's a gender issue thing where there's a lot of transgender, and if you cannot deal with that person looking like a female and maybe acting like a male or the opposite around, then you're going to end up in problem because they're going to report. You're going to say some things, look at them a certain way, and they're going to report you. Because what? Human rights, the freedom rights, gender identity, and all of those things. So if you can't adjust, adapt, and just drink your water and mind your business and go through, turn your yard. And another thing, may I warn you, when you come to Canada, keep your opinion when it comes to gender, religion, and politics to yourself. If you're not whining an argument with nobody, just keep it to yourself. So when you're in your work setting and you're in the lunchroom and people are talking about different things, just keep your opinion to yourself some of the time. Because we know we Caribbean people stay, and we're very, especially when we come on to politics and race and gender, we hold on to our opinion. And if in a mind sharp, we end up in an argument with people, which then people are going to report it because you're going to come on too strong with your opinion, and them are going to say you verbally assault them or you domineer them. You're domineering, or you're verbally aggressive, and all of them things that they call it. So if you don't want to get too heated in the conversation, till they get too arrogant and too ignorant, just no bother entertain them argument. When you're out with your type of people, you invite people over and you have own conversation, then that's different. But in the workplace setting, just keep it to yourself. Cool? Number 5. If you are this talk up type of person, very antisocial type of person, you know, like talk to people and you know, like deal with people, hey, you have a next guest coming because here in Canada, especially when you come by yourself, you come to a new environment, you have to be a little extroverted. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna say you go out and you know you carry on and you be fake and friendly and try to meet and greet everybody. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, if you are the very antisocial type of person, you walk with your head high and you know say hi and hello, you know, ask questions and stuff, you're gonna be in a world by yourself because you have to socialize, you have to ask questions, you have to be willing to meet new people, you have to be willing to network, you have to be willing to form a community, you know, you invite people over, you go to people and stuff like that. Because when you come and you're locked in by yourself, as I did mention in my last video, you know, the different things that you have to go through here in Canada, where being the antisocial, especially if you have kids and, you know, have your kids socialize with other kids, you're gonna be mentally depressed. It's gonna affect your mental health. So you have to come with an open mind, prepare. Even if you're shy, you can't act shy. Left the drop the shyness home. Left it. Nobody pack it in your suitcase. Take it out of your suitcase because you have to be friendly. You have to ask questions. You have to open your mouth, especially in the workplace, because they will walk over you. They will walk over you. Yes. And things say, especially some of these people in the management position, they will take advantage of you. Okay? So if you're liking this video, hit the like button. If you agree or you disagree, let me know in the comments what you think so far. Tell me what you think. You agree with me or you disagree with me? All right, let's continue. I don't know again. So, as I said, if you come on, you know, you go on and you're tighty and you expect people to run after you, especially in the workplace, if you're in a higher hierarchy into your job at work and you are the big boss and you expect people to run after you, when you come and say nobody not run it down. Nobody don't know you. So not even bother, just drop it. Just left the IT tightness, just drop it and left it because it's a whole different ball game over here. So people wear they want wear. People dress how they want dress. You can the richest people just dress in a jeans and t-shirt. So nobody thinks say you go come and you go dress a certain way and you go act IT tighty and stushy. Just left it. Before we move on to number 6, did you subscribe yet? Please, may I beg you, hit the subscribe button. And when you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell also. So you'll be notified when I drop the next video. Okay, cool? Okay, number 6. This one is for the people them who can't stand not even a little ounce of cold. If you can't stand the cold, where you go? Choose somewhere else. Go forward or go somewhere warm. Because there will be some cold days. So if you cannot manage the cold, consider somewhere else. Maybe you can go to BC, Vancouver, where it's a little bit warmer, but do not choose Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and all of those places because most of the time it will be cold. You get like 3 months of summertime and then the rest of the time cold. So if you think say you can survive that, you can thrive through that, then come. We welcome you, come. But if you think say little cold, I go bother you and you get miserable because you have to dress in a layers of clothes, boots, hats, and all of them things there, and it's gonna make you miserable, maybe consider looking into other countries. Maybe Canada is not for you, but be open-minded. Be open-minded and come if you can manage the cold. Okay, we are at number 7 and we are rolling. The birds are chirping. Birds come and make nests up there. So, and no matter how much time we take down the bird nest, them come right back. See, now I made them a video and them here chirping, but I don't mind them still. I like the birds chirping because it feels like summer and I'm enjoying the spring and the sunshine. Now, let's look at number 7. If you know, say you're aggressive, you know you love put your hand on people, you know you're arrogant, Then you gotta change that mindset. Control your temper before you come to Canada. You will be charged for being verbally aggressive. People are gonna report you for being verbally aggressive. You're gonna be charged for assault, especially the man. If you're a man and you know you love put your hand on people, put your hand on your woman. Me I warn you from now, no bother come. Or if you come, try change your habit before you come. Because Canada is about woman, picnic, and animals. Yes, even the animals. You're out the road there, Jamaica, and you keep the mongrel dog them. Don't come to Canada, come try it. You know you're the road and you can slap up your picnic them. Don't come to Canada, come try it. May I tell you, these kids then will test you. They will try you. But may I beg you, do not yield to temptation. Don't do it. If you're there road and they might give you a problem, control your temper. Please, may I beg you. They will take for your picnic them. Your kids will go to school and they will complain, and the next thing you see, child service come knock at your door. So try find some way to discipline your kids. Yes, me know. Them try me, especially my little one when I born at Jamaica, in born at Canada. So in test me and in try me at times, but me have to bite my tongue and me have to keep me calm and control my temper, because me know say if me make my temper get the best of me, me going a problem. So if you can control your temper like that, keep a grip, hold your tongue, come. You can't come to Canada. Once you're going to keep it together. But if you know, say, you're going to lose it. You're there at work and people say some things and you lose it. Control your temper. Home. Count to 10. Bite your tongue and carry on. Carry on. Okay? Number 8. Okay. Are you polite? You use up your manners? Are you that people who think say you see a line and you cut the line and go at the front of the people? If you are that type of person, and if you can't change your ways from now, nobody come to Canada. Because Canadian people are very polite. They use up their manners. They join line when they really blow away on the road anger, as you call it, the aggressive people them on the road and all of them things there. Don't come. You have to curve yourself from now. So you see, if you are prepared to come to Canada, one practice. One practice like politeness. One practice like patience. One practice to smile and hold the door for people, because that's how Canadians are. You come to Rome, you have to do what the Romans do. Okay? It's a different culture, different value. You can't come here, you know, you just can't rock the line, broke the rules. You go work, you know, listen, you do different things. No. Some of them, yes, it's fake, then give a fake smiling, but at least them are act. So act, you know, act too. Sometimes it do it too. You can tell, so then just give a fake smile. But for the most part, it's polite. It's more appealing than than a grumpy person acting all grumpy. Some will take the fake smile, right? So go and act polite, go and practice, and go and practice your manners. Please, thank you, excuse me. No matter push the people in. I remember we went to Jamaica last year summer, and it was my husband and my son. They went to the grocery store, and my husband come back and tell me they were in the grocery store, and my son was standing, and this lady, she come into the grocery store, you know, with Jamaican, the Caribbean people, and she want to pass. She has said to the little boy, smile up yourself, no? Poor Kalika look round. And she said it again, my youth, smile up yourself, no? And he's like, you don't understand. Then she said, you're deaf or what, you can't hear? So if you're that type of person, my husband have to look around and say, Kalik, she want to pass. Excuse, break it down. So if you're going to use those terms and them thing at Canada, people not going to understand you. So you have to practice them now. Excuse me, please, thank you. Right? To practice your English, because people don't understand them patois, they don't understand your broken English or you're using in your country. So practice to have manners, practice politeness, drop the arrogance, the aggression, and the temper tantrum. Left it. Number 9. Okay, you go somewhere and you expect to arrive on Jamaican time, Caribbean time, black people time. That nah go work at Canada. You're late for every single thing. If you're late for work, them have a rasta, them a take notes. You have to be on time to clock into your work. If the shift starts 7 o'clock, arrive 6:45 because you have to reach to do the handover. Handover is 15 minutes before the shift start. Yes, I'm talking to the nurses, our healthcare providers. So practice or now, start speed up your time. You cannot show up for things late. If people invite you, so if a Canadian invited to a party, if it's at 4 o'clock and you show up at 5 o'clock, the people in party done. The people in party done. And especially if they pay like paid venues or stuff, like kids party. Sometimes you're having party for kids and it's a specific time slot. If the people them give you a 1.5 hour, 4 to 5:30, at 5:30, them expect it to be out. You know what happen if you're not out, them are gonna charge you more. Everything, discipline. Discipline goes by time. So start working on that. If you're late and you can't deal with the time and the restrictions, I'm sorry for you when you come to Canada. I'm sorry for you. Then number 10. If you lack determination, if you lack faith, if you lack courage, you're not gonna survive. Better yet, you're gonna come and survive. You're not gonna thrive. You will not thrive in Canada. Because every little thing you're gonna give up. You do the driving test one time, you fail, you give up. You apply for the job one time, you don't get the job, you give up. You're in a one city, you apply for jobs, no jobs, you give up. You explore and say, let me move to a next city. You do the drive test and I say, let me try again, learn from the first mistake. You know how much time I do my drive test? How much drive test I do at Canada? 6 different drive tests. Why? Me feel the first one will come and give me the G. When you come from Jamaica, you don't have to do the gradual step from G2 to G. You just go straight under the G. That is a highway drive. Anytime of night, you can have, I think, a little consume, a little alcohol. So I had to do my driving test 6 different times. What if when we do the first time, I give up on myself, me done? What would it be? I wouldn't be driving right now. The job that I'm in right now is an outpatient setting where I work Monday to Friday. What if when I applied to the first time, actually let me back up. I did that application around 4 times to get that job. What if we never be consistent and have faith and determined to keep applying? I'll be still doing shifts, working weekends, holidays, 12-hour shift. What I hate doing these shifts, these night shifts, these holidays. You see what I say? So have that mindset to be determined, to have faith, and to keep consistent in anything that you want to achieve. Thank you so much for staying to the end, and comment below. Let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if you agree or you disagree. Okay? See you in my next video. Bye for now.